Buffalo Live Sports Network presents you the Buffalo Bisons on the road to the Lehigh Valley IronPigs as they will start a 6-game trip to Allentown, Pennsylvania, as the Bisons finish off a 12-game road trip, as that would be the longest of the season for the Buffalo Bisons this season. Let's get into the starting pitching matchup, as Andrew Bash will take the bump for the Buffalo Bisons as as the Bisons are about to take the Bisons and Lehigh Valley about to take it in a second. But for the Bisons will be Andrew Bash starting in his fourth game, and he's 1-0 at a 4.38 ERA with 39 innings pitched. Same with Ricardo Pinto will be starting for Lehigh Valley. This will be his fourth game, 1-1, 18 innings in 2/3 innings pitched, and 4.82 ERA. And starting lineups for the Buffalo Bisons, it will go Baroa, Horwitz, Lukes, Martinez, Barger, Servin, Robertson, Eden, and Turconi to bat for the Buffalo Bisons. The Bisons are 38 and 27, and they are 4.5 games behind the IL East leading Syracuse Mets. The Bisons were in Syracuse just over the weekend, splitting a 6-game series in Syracuse, New York, with the Syracuse Mets, as the Mets continue to strive forward for the best record in the International League, as that is currently holded by the Omaha Storm Chasers. As if Omaha continues to go on their long run, they will win the first half of the MLB season. And we're underway in Lehigh, as it's actually 2-1. My stream was actually behind, and off we go. That ball is fouled away. It's 2-2 on Baroa. Pinto, in his fourth game of the season, as that's upstairs, and it's 3-2. The 3-2 is popped up, is flew out to center, and makes the catch is the center fielder Stevenson. One down for the Bisons. That brings up number 13, Spencer Horwitz, who had an incredible season last year for the Buffalo Bisons, this last game, as 9 RBIs in the series against Syracuse, as he fouls that one away to make the count 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Horwitz is fouled away. That makes it 1-2. Horwitz has 4 home runs, 38 RBIs on the season. He's batting a fresh .332 and also leads leads the International League in OPS. The 1-2 to Horwitz. This one's flown out this again to center field to Stevenson. He will make the easy catch and down. And now it's 2 down for the Bison. Speaking on Spencer Horwitz, an incredible series. He's second actually in AAA and OP and on base in OBP. That's at a 451, and he had 2 home runs, 9 RBIs in a killer good OPS. As Lucas would actually fly this one out to right, and that's gone. Nathan Lucas puts the Bisons on the board, and they will lead. They will lead 1-0. That is the 6th home run for Nathan Lucas. As we were talking about the great power of Spencer Horwitz, the Nathan Lucas puts the Bisons on the board 1-0. For Nathan Lucas, exit velocity of 97.4 off the bat. 94.4 off the bat on a slider given to him in the upper part of the zone as Orelvis Martinez takes ball 1 in the dirt as Pinto as tries to get through this inning. 12 pitches pitched for the swing fouled away for the 30-year-old Ricardo Pinto. 13 pitches pitched. Here comes the 14th of the inning. In the dirt again, makes it ball 2. Elvis Martinez has a lot of power, as we know. But the average isn't quite there yet, as it's now a 2-2 count for the Buffalo Bisons. Hitter Orelvis Martinez. The 2-2 to Martinez. Swing fouled away, and it stays 2-2. Popped up sky high. That will make it over to toward the Lehigh dugout, but it will just be fouled away. The 2-2 to Martinez. In the dirt again, it will be a full count to Martinez as Pinto continues a somewhat lofty inning to fly out to center and a home run to Lucas. The full count to Martinez, that's again spoiled away, and it stays 3-2 to Martinez. Martinez went 0 for 4 in the game against Lehigh. That one will be outside and it will be ball 4 as Martinez will get on base and 2 outs and 1 on as Pinto tries to tries to continue to work this inning right through. Barger swings and misses and fouls that one away. It's 0-2 now the count. Sorry, just writing some stats, catching up. As Addison Barger's up, he had an MLB debut in Toronto, but it was sent down after only having one hit in that appearance. And this one is flown out to center. Stevenson's doing a lot of work out there, but he catches all three outs for the Lehigh Valley IronPigs. But that doesn't stop the Bisons from scoring. They lead 1-0 as we head to the of the bottom half of the inning. We'll be right back. We welcome you back to Buffalo Bisons baseball on Buffalo Live. As Lupo takes a first pitch hit by a pitch right in the shoulder, so he will get on board with a hit by a pitch for the Bisons, and it will bring up Rafael Marchand, the DH for the Iron Pigs, as he will take outside for ball one. That ball fly ball to Baroa and right, and one down for the Iron Pigs. Having some technical difficulties early on, making sure the stream that I got is current pace with the game day on your screen. But now it brings up the number 3 batter, Derek Hall. He's batting a solid 267 on the season. For Bash again. This is his fourth start as Hall will take ball outside ball one. The 1-0 to Hall. That ball gets through for base hits. To the right side where the second baseman Spencer Horwitz is, and two on with nobody out. That ball just gets right underneath Horwitz, right underneath his glove as he goes to field it, and we'll wait on the decision. For right now, it's a base hit for Derek Hall, as actually it's 2-on with 1 out, and we'll bring up Armis Garcia hitting in the 4th spot, their catcher, 175, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. That ball is high for ball one. For Andrew Bass, the 27-year-old, has a few times has been up and down with the Bisons and Toronto, the parent club of the Bisons, as he will try for a pickoff attempt at second. Lupo gets back. The 1-0 coming from Bash in just a few seconds. This ball is fouled away. It's 1-1. On a slider up in the zone. That ball is going to be swung on and missed. A slider on the outer part. Oh, yes. Slider outside in the zone, as the count's now 1-2 to Garcia. That ball is down in the zone. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Garcia goes down swinging. It's 2 down for Andrew Bash, who has 2 on here in the bottom of the first. That ball was on Horwitz was reached on an error. So Hall reaches on an error. Lupo is at second on a hit by a pitch. So currently 2 on for the Lehigh Valley Pigs. Iron Pigs, excuse me. Two on with an error. Two on with an error and a hit by a pitch. Down and away for ball one on Espastan Quirzo. Espastan is hitting a 198, 3 home runs, 19 RBIs. He's been solid into production up in the middle part of the zone for strike one from Bash, who has company on the bases. That ball, you see that second one on your screen, was just made the zone. The 1-1's fouled away. On a slider, lots of sliders thrown by the 27-year-old Andrew Bash. The 1-2. Down and away. They're going to call it. He checked his swing and he went swinging. So that's 2 strikeouts in the inning. That's how Bash gets through the order. He faces 5 batters. The Bisons come up in the top of the second in just moments. Stick right here. You're watching Buffalo Bisons baseball on the Buffalo Live Sports Network. Six, seven, eight for the Bisons to up in the bottom half of the in the top half of the second inning. As the Bisons currently lead by a score of 1-0 thanks to Nathan Lucas on his 6th home run of the season. As Paul Kasperzak with you, giving you the play-by-play for the Bisons and IronPigs for the first game of a 6-game trip for the Bisons to Allentown, New Pennsylvania. As Servant swings on the first pitch, swings and misses, and that was the 30th pitch for the 30-year-old Ricardo Pinto. As he will take inside, he will take for strike 2. Fouled away, actually, so it's 2-2. So it's 0-2 on 2 fouls. Ball outside. In the dirt again. A lot of in the dirt pitches for Pinto. Struggling with his command early on that sinker. Sinker and sliders is all Servant seen in this inning. As he takes another sinker for ball 2. 2-2 is the count to Brian Servant. Ball's fouled away on a sinker. 2-2 from Pinto coming in moments. In the dirt again, another sinker that will go in the dirt away, and that will make the count 3-2 to Brian Servant. The backup catcher currently right now, as this one's hit to right field, as hit to right, that was towards Lupo, as it's now one down in the top half of the second for the Buffalo Bisons, and it will bring up Cam Eden. Eden hitting 214, 4 home runs, 2 RBIs for the Bisons here. Inside, strike one. The sinker inside in the lower quadrant of the plate. Middle in, fouled away on a fastball clocking in at 90 miles per hour. The 0-2 to Cam Eden. That one's fouled away, and it stays 0-2. Actually, I lied. It's actually Will Robertson at the plate. My bad. Number 21, Will Robertson, hitting a 246, 7 home runs, 29 RBIs. That ball is again fouled away, and it stays 0-2. They're showing this cute dog out in, believe in center field at Coca-Cola Park in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Inside, ball one. A four-seam fastball clocking in at 91.8 miles per hour. That ball is going to be out to right field, as it's now 2 down for the Bisons. That was actually to right. Brings up center fielder Cam Eden. That was actually to left. Never mind. Cam Eden hits something as it's hits the center. Very poor camera work there, as it's 1-2-3 for the Bisons. We'll head to the bottom half of the second in just a moment. Bisons baseball is on Buffalo Live Sports. Here we are in the bottom of the second inning. It is the Bisons 1, Iron Pigs, nothing, as the Iron Pigs come up to bat in the bottom half of the second inning, as Simon Munzacaro Munziato changes his number to 7. It's 0-1. Bash 14 pitches in the first, in the bottom of the first. Didn't record a hit. It was an error. It was an error and a hit by a pitch, as that one's inside for strike 2 on Simone, who's hitting 229 and 2 home runs, 17 RBIs. Not a lot of power on this Lehigh Valley squad, as Muzzato will foul one away. And the count stays 0-2. Pinto worked the Bisons 1-2-3 in the top half of the second. Five came to the plate for the Iron Pigs in the bottom half of the first. See if Bash can work a clean inning here in the second. That one's fouled away to right, and it makes it 0-2. It's still 0-2. Bash last appearance was in Syracuse, the 28th of May. The 0-2 coming. In the dirt, spiked on home plate, and it's 1-0. Andrew Bash, 30th round pick, 109 overall. Rancho Mirage, California. That one's fouled away. It stays 1-2. 27 years old. Has a couple of relief appearances for the Bisons as well. As the 1-2 comes. Swing and miss. That ball was way outside the zone, but he makes a sound bite, and he will have another strikeout. Will have his second strikeout of the evening, and as his second strikeout of the evening. Actually, he has 2 strikeouts tonight, and that will make his third K for Andrew Bash as Scott Kindry comes to the plates, takes ball 1. The 1-0 to Kindry. Ball 2. Oh, that's going to be on the outside middle portion of the plate, says home plate umpire. So it's 1-1. Last start was the 29th in Syracuse. 4 innings pitched for Andrew Bash. On the upper part of the plates, outside, and it's 1-2 to Kindry. Fouled away inside. And a slider inside. Three strikeouts for Bass. That is correct. The 1-2. As it currently stands. Ball outside, really in that same area, and this time it's just a little bit outside, and it's 2-2. That same slider, that same pitch. And that one, he checks swings, checks at the first base umpire, and he got him. The fourth strikeout for Andrew Bash of the Knights. As 2 down in the top half. And here in the bottom half of the second inning for the Lehigh Valley IronPigs. Brings up Cal Stevenson, the center fielder, hitting 263 home runs, 18 RBIs on the year. That ball's inside for strike one. Slider. A very interesting slider. He likes to use it on the corner edges of the plates. That's where most of his sliders, Bash's sliders, been most of the evening. Ball high up in the air. The left fielder calling for it. The right fielder, Stuart Baroa, catches it as the Iron Pigs go 1-2-3 in the bottom half of the second. The score remains 1-0. Welcome you back. Bisons baseball on Buffalo Sports Live. As took a second because Lehigh Valley's feed wasn't even working for a little while, and so now we're back. So we'll catch you up. I'll catch you up. It's 2 outs, 1 on. It's Horwitz that's on. That means it's Nathan Lucas who has the Bison's only run of the game. That one's is going to be lined foul for Nathan Lucas. He hit a home run in the top half of the third inning. The count for Nathan Lucas is 1-1. The 1-1 from Pinto. In the inner half of the plate, Lucas will follow it away. It's 1-2. Nathan Lucas waiting on the 1-2 pitch, and here it comes. That one's hit short and will be thrown to third, and he will not be out. Horwitz is going to make it to third, and Lucas is going to reach to first on a fielder's choice. That might be an error on the second base on the shortstop, who decided to try to make the quick out at third, and might have cost the Lehigh Valley IronPigs an out and try to get the traffic off the places for Ricardo Pinto. Kingsbury tried as snap throw is as another blue screen, and here it comes, and he's going to be safe. Dealing with the blue screen out in Lehigh Valley. It's a 1-0. That ball was in the dirt, and it was scooped up by Garcia. Martinez sharps one foul down the right field line, and it'll be 1-1. Pinto, 2 innings of works. That one's fouled away. 2 2/3 innings now for the IronPigs righty. The 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2. The 2-2 from Pinto to Martinez. In the dirt. Again, a lot of in the dirt, and it's a full count. Pinto made his major league debut in 2017 with the Phillies. May 31st of 2017. As that one outside, Martinez goes chasing as Pinto gets out of the jam here in the top half of the third. Bisons still lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the third inning, and hopefully this time we'll be here right on time, so stick around. Bisons and IronPigs in the bottom of the third. Here on Buffalo Live Sports. Bash coming in for his third inning of work. 9-1-2 for the IronPigs in the bottom. That will bring up Nick Pollock. Podkol takes strike one on the outside. Bash just dealing so far. Has 4 strikeouts so far in the first few innings of this game. The 0-1 upstairs, 1-1. Swing popped up right behind first base side. Horbrets is going to make this. First baseman is going to make the catch as Turconi makes the catch out at first base. That's a pop out for Podlick. Pop out the 3 as it will bring up Jordan Lupo. Hit by a pitch on the first pitch he saw in the bottom half of the first inning. That ball down in the dirt. Servant slides over, catches it for ball 1. Ball just a little bit outside. It's 2-0. For the Bisons, 30-27 on the season. Ball's popped away. Fouled away. Behind the plate, it's 1-1 to Jordan Lupo. That ball, it's 2-1 now. Bash hasn't made a appearance in Toronto, actually. As the catch is inside the zone, it's a good-looking pitch by Andrew Bash, and it's 2-2. The 27-year-old has been within and working through Dunedin, Vancouver, New Hampshire, and now here with the Bisons. Ball fouled away on the 2-2 pitch. As Jordan Lupo has been almost, it feels like almost everywhere in his major and minor league career. The 2-2 from Bash. This one to the left side. Martinez has it at third. Makes a nice throw and catch as he will make the throw over the first. As 2 down in the third. Great play, great scoop, and just perfectly executed defense by one of the top ranked by Toronto prospects in Orelvis Martinez. One thing for Martinez as the ball is pitched zone 1. One thing for Martinez is the fielding. As if he can work with the fielding, everything should come to plate as Marchand will come to the plate. The 0-1. That one out to right. If this is fair, it's gone. It's just foul. It's 0-2. Lupo, the batter who just came before Marchand, made his MLB debut at 23 years of age with the Pittsburgh Pirates. 2 seasons there, 2 seasons with Cleveland. And then he split some time with this one from Marchand into shallow rights, and it's just going to drop. It's a base hit from Marchand. That one's hit the Burrow on right, as it's 1 on, 2 out, and we'll bring up Derek Hall, the first baseman, who reached on an E4 the first time he came up. He also played with Toronto and last season with Minnesota. Pitch 0-1. Derek Hall. Again, batting 267. 25 ribbies. He can try to get one here if he can hit a really good pitch. The 0-1. Down. 1-1. Andrew Bash versus Derek Hall. The 1-1. It's on its way in just a moment. Upstairs, 2-1. Last game for the Bisons. Bo Salser and Cole Salser both played on the field together the second time in their professional careers, as they played together in Bo's final season at Dartmouth. The 2-1. Outside 3-1. Bisons can score a lot of runs, but they also give up a lot of runs. The 3-1 is fouled away. It's full count. Marchand will probably be on the move. The 3-2 from Bash. Bisons give up 5.2 runs a game. And here we go. That ball is hit to left. And Robertson's there to make the catch. Have 2 right fielders here, but it was Will Robertson out and left making the catch. The Bisons, as Lehigh Valley strands 1. We go to the top half of this fourth in just a moment. Bottom four coming straight up for you here on the Buffalo Live YouTube channel. All right, top four. How'd I get the banner set? We can get going. Pinto back out for his fourth inning of work. That one is in there. Range acting crazy here. It's 1-0 on Addison Barger. It's 2-0 actually on Addison Barger. Crazy how things work. 3-0. Here in the fourth inning. Barger's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Pegs for strike one, straight one. This one through and it's caught. A big diving play by the third baseman, Podkol. And it's one down. A slicing ball to third. And Podkol got it, snatched it, did everything with it. As one down. But the Bisons, and brings up Servin. Servin, 0 for 1. And he flew out. The count is fouled away, so it's 0-1. Down low, inside, 1-1. As mentioned in the other inning, and we get back to this in a second, the 1-1 pitch. Low, 2-1. Pinto spent some time in the KBO. He played with the SK Yervins. He has a 1-2 record in the MLB. Here comes the 2-1. Up in zone 2-2. He was 6-15 in the KBO through the 2020 season. Had 112 strikeouts. But a very high ERA. That ball is outside. The count's full. Same thing in the CPBL when you play there for a few seasons. Phillies, Rays, SK, and the Rakuten Monkeys. As that one's grounded to third, as that one is one hop to first. It's a simple 5-3. And it's 2 down. Great fielding play here was right off the third base bag. Podak was able to snatch it off the third base bag, make a one hop throw to the first baseman Hall, and that's how the second out of the inning is complete. As Will Robertson, the left fielder, comes up, takes ball one. That one's grounded to second. Over the first 1, 2, 3, go down the Bisons. Going to the bottom of the bottom of the fourth. It's still 1-0 Bisons. Bisons baseball right here on Buffalo Live as Bash has a 1-0 count now on Garcia. Sorry, 0-1. Too far inside, and it's actually going to catch the zone. Zone 2. Garcia struck out his first plate appearance. The 0-2 from Bash. In the dirt, outside, 1-0. For Bash. A starter for the Bisons. Or at least he could be. He's trying to give the Bisons some relief as they had to use the bullpen quite a bit on Sunday. After 4 earned runs given up by Troy Watson, as that one's from Garcia's fouled away. Sorry, to Garcia. Lots of things going in the Bisons, not going quite in the Bisons' way as they try to contend for that first half uh first half playoff spot. It's never in doubt until it's over, as that one's high 2-2. But the Omaha Storm Chasers, till this point right now, have that lead, have that strong, commanding lead in for the best record in the National League. This one from Garcia is smoked to left, and that's gone. And it's 1-1 here in the bottom of the first. Bottom of the fourth, as Garcia will hit his third home run of the season. His third home run of the season. It was 106 off the bat, traveling 420 feet, and the IronPigs have tied it up here in the bottom of the fourth. Just a pitch that needed to hit the zone, hit the good part of the plate, and it did, and the IronPigs have tied it up. That pitch from Bass, it's outside 1-0. It was a nice pitch. It was a slider. A lot of the pitches from Bass have been sliders to this point. Here comes the 1-0. That was in the middle portion of the plate. On that home run, it's 1-1, as that one, as Quizarro looks at it. The 1-1. That one's grounded to second, dropped by Horwitz, but he will still get the out at first. As it's now 1 down in the bottom of the fourth. Horwitz having some difficulties today. Out at second. Ball squirted in between his legs in the bottom of the first inning. This time hit him right in the palm of the glove. Dropped it. Was still able to make the 4-3 out as Simone Makati will come to the plate. Muscati outside 1-0. Muscati struck out in the second. The 1-0 from Bash. Down 1-1. Hit the lower part of the zone. That ball went 420, so it was right over that. To left-ish field is about the furthest it can go. Is 3. It was hit to the left portion of the play, as that one's fouled away. Left portion of the field in left, it was just a deep left field, hidden and gone for Garcia. And it's 1-2. Bash at this point, pitching pretty good, could get the Bisons a solid 5 or 6 innings as he's about to pitch his 61st pitch. The 1-2 is blooped into center field, and that will be a base hit for Mascotti. Hit that the straightaway center. Just a little bloop right off the end of the bat. And the IronPigs might have something brewing here in the bottom of the fourth. As Bash up until this point hasn't faced so much trouble since the first inning. He worked a quick 1-2-3, and 1-2-3 maybe about faced about 4 batters in the third. As one on, it brings up Kingery. He takes strike one on the outside portion of the plate. That's where Bash loves to use where at least Pinto and Bash tonight, with the sinker and the slider on the outside portion of the plate. The 0-1, as he will steal base. Muscati using his wheels. He will steal second, as you have a stolen base on the season. Another stolen base from Muscati. That will be his 4th stolen base of the season. As the 0-2, here it comes. Now the lead runner in scoring position. The 0-2 hit to Martinez, bare hands to first. Did he get him? He did not. It's going to be an infield single for Kingery. But a sweet play to Martinez. Sweet play by Martinez. And just made it. Kingery just made it by a step. By about full step. As now 2 on, 2 out. And will bring up Cal Stevenson. Flew out in the second. Here we are in the bottom of the fourth. Sorry, 1 out here, actually. My bad. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch to Stevenson straight down the middle. He takes strike 1. Bash worked through first and second traffic in the bottom of the first. He got through it with no damage done, but damage has been done with a Garcia home run, as that one's inside straight for ball 1. Damage done already here in the bottom of the fourth. The IronPigs tie it with that home run from Garcia, traveling 420 feet. The 1-1 pitch from Bash. This one popped up, flying out to left field to Baroa. That will be a out and 2 down for Bash. And it'll bring up Nick Podkul. Servant walking out, giving instructions to the infield how to defend Podkul with the lead runner in scoring position. Podkul flew out. He actually popped out in the third. Upstairs, strike 1 in the upper right quadrant of the plate. Of the zone. Sorry, my bad. The zone. Bash calls for a new ball. He will get one from Servin as we await the 0-1. The 0-1 from Bash. Outside, 2-1. Sorry, 1-1. Nice, good evening. Nice clear skies out in Allentown tonight. This one just catches the outside part of the zone. It's 1-2. All up down in the accounts as Bash tries to work through this inning. Here comes the 1-2. 81 degrees in Allentown. This one blooped out into center field, and that's a base hit. One run will score as one run will score as the man at first will move to third, and it's an RBI single for Podlick the Jesus as as now the Lehigh Valley IronPigs will take a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Excuse me. RBI single that would bring Musicardi and will move Kingery to third. And it'll bring up Lupo outside. Ball one. Lupo 5-3 in the third. Was also hit by a pitch in the first. Here we are in the bottom of the fourth. Runners at the corners. The 1-0 pitch. Out in that same area. Lots of these pitches being called differently. It's 1-1 to Lupo. Now the defensive assignment change from the catcher Brian Servin. Bash with that medium range ERA with 4.2 with that 4-point ERA. The 1-1. Fouled away 1-2. Bash trying to work through some traffic as he's given up 2 runs here in this bottom of the fourth. A solo home run to Garcia and an RBI single to Podlick. The 1-2 fouled away. We'll do it again. Bisons have a man working up in the bullpen. See if he can get throughout this, and this could be his final inning here at work. The 1-2 is low, 2-2. It was a double steal, and I think they're going to get somebody. They're not. Was it a double steal? It looked like it. It was. It was a double steal. Serving with through to second. Podlick will steal second. Podlick, his first stolen base of the season. And now with a 3-2 count, here it comes with 2 on, both runners in scoring position. That one is grounded to short to Barger, to first to Tacardi, and that's how the Iron Pigs will go down. The IronPigs scored 2 in the bottom of the fourth to take a 2-1 lead. You're watching the Bisons on the Buffalo Sports on Buffalo Sports Live. Top half of the fifth inning, rolling around as the Bisons will look to try now to come back in a 1-run deficit as they trail 2-1 in the top of the fifth. Pinto, 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 3 Ks. That's the line for Pinto as he will begin the top of the fifth. 75 pitches deep. Cam Eden will take strike one. Cam Eden flew out to left. The 0-2. Swing and miss, strike three. Keaton down on strikes. That's the second strikeout for Pinto of the evening. His third strikeout of the evening. And it will bring up Michael Taccone, who's in his third. He takes strike one. In his third Triple-A game of the season, he was called up during the series in Syracuse. Ball low, he will chase 0-2. Third Triple-A game of his young career. He had an RBI in his first Triple-A game when he was called up. That one's going to be sharply fouled away down the right field line. He had himself a solid series as he takes ball one. After that series, he's heading 333. He didn't have a home run, but he had 2 RBIs, so he has some RBIs added to his totals. It takes low 1-2. It's now 2-2. Pinto, 83 pitches. He's about to deal his 84th. That one's hit the third, over the first, 1 down. 2 down. On the 5-3, you could score that. And it'll bring up Stuart Baroa, who has 25 stolen bases on the season. So if you see him on the base path tonight, which he hasn't so far, you might see him steal, especially with the Bisons down 1-0 as he takes low and inside for ball one. He flew out and struck out. He will take in middle in for ball two. This could just possibly be the last inning for Pinto. So try to get out here as it's 2-1. This one over to in rights. This one is gone. Stuart Burrow has tied the game. A solo shot to right field, and the Bisons have tied it. Stuart Burrow, a fifth home run for him on the season, his 21st ribby, and the Bisons and IronPigs are tied at 2. A ball that was inside, and Burrow finds the hanging off speed pitch, and he cranks it over the right field wall. It's 2-2 in the top half of the fifth. Brings up Spencer Horwitz. Takes high for ball one. As mentioned, Spencer Horwitz, just an incredible season so far as he takes high away 2-0. Really good average, has a lot of ribbies, but only 4 home runs to show for his power. And that's something that he might need, that what Toronto might be looking for him to look forward to continue to work as he took 3-0. 3-0 from Pinto. It will be a 4-pitch walk for Spencer Horwitz. So after a long inning for Bash in the bottom half of the fourth, Pinto now has to work through some trouble here in the top half of the fifth. And if the Bisons know a pitcher is in trouble, they're going to try to capitalize, which they have done for most of the season so far. Luke's tried to bunt, takes inside, drops his bat, and it's 1-0. Lots of outside pitches tonight from both Bash and Pinto. Pickoff attempt from Pinto. Interesting trend of pickoff attempt with Spencer Horwitz on the play, but you never know. Lucas takes low and inside 2-0. 2-2 in the top half of the fifth as it's 3-0 on Luke's. That is 7 straight balls for the right-handed pitcher for the IronPigs. Definitely seeing some fatigue from the 30-year-old. And here comes the 3-0. He will pitch as now they have somebody warming up in the bullpen right now as the view is showing. The 3-1 will be a 5-pitch walk for Luke's. As now there's 2 on, and the lead runner is in scoring position for Orelvis Martinez. As if you know, as Pinto is going to get a mound visit here. That's the first of 5 for the day. For Elvis Martinez, the power is there. It's just, can he capitalize off that power? As we will wait on the pitch from Pinto. Martinez at the plate. Here it comes. And he will take too far, and the bases are now loaded. Mike Mayers was warming up in the Bisons bullpen, by the way, in the bottom of the inning. And so now Horowitz will move to third. Lucas will move this third. Will move the second. Sorry, Horowitz will move the third, and Lucas will move the second. And that will bring up Addison Barger with the bases loaded. And the Iron Pigs say that's it. They are going to the bullpen. The call to the pen when we come back in the top half of the fifth. It's a 2-2 game. Bases loaded for the Bisons. We'll be right back in a moment. Tyler Gilbert is the one on the mound for the Iron Pigs. 0-0, 4.82, 9 innings pitched, 11 strikes to 3 balls for the left-handed pitcher. As the final line for Pinto, we'll get to that in a moment. Bases loaded for Addison Barger. Strike one. Pinto went for 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 of them are earned. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and he has given up those 2 home runs, Baroa, and that's when outside from Gilbert. The 2 home runs from Lucas and Baroa. Bison's trying to add more to the tying run that they scored here in the top half of the fifth. Barger will follow one away. It's 1-2. Barger lined out and flied out. The 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2. In this inning so far, Baroa home run, 2 walks, and a hit by a pitch. That's how the bases have got loaded. This one's fouled way inside from the inside pitch. If Barger gets on, we'll bring up Servin. See how many runs could score, possibly from let's see what Barger can do. The 2-2 from Gilbert. This one grounded to second, and it'll be in time. It was grounded to first. Hall will bring it to the bag, And that's how the top half of the fifth inning will end. Bisons 2, IronPigs 2. We go to the bottom of the fifth right after this. Bottom of the fifth. Lehigh and the Bisons. 2-2 is the score. Let's give you a Blue Jays update as they fell last night 7-2. Vladdy hit his sixth home run of the season as tonight isn't going well either for the Blue Jays as they will be trailing 4-0 so far in the bottom half of the fourth as the Bisons make a call to the pen. Mike Myers 1-2, 4.15 ERA. The right-handed pitcher has 19 strikeouts to 10 walks as he pitches a strike to Rafael Marchand. A single and a fly out. So he's 1 for 2. Oh, high pitch inside. Watch out. It's 1-1. Very tightly contested ball game so far between the sides. Outside ball 2. The line for Bash. 4 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts for Andrew Bash. Upstairs, did he go? As the count, it's a little behind. It's 3-1. Swing and miss. So it's 3-2. Full count. Marchand. Bash pitched 4 his last outing against Syracuse. And he'll pitch 4 again. And that's 1 in the inside corner. And that's strikeout. And 1 down. Strikeout looking for Marchand. Caught the middle, in the middle inner portion of the plates of the zone as Derek Hall will come up, the first baseman. Outside, ball 1. Lots of solid crowd out here at Coca-Cola Park tonight as swings and miss Hall. It's 1-1. Mike Myers, the 1-1, swing and miss, 1-2. One, two, swing and miss. Strikeouts back to back. Looking, then swinging. 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. That ball just kept on dipping. As what's got Hall to swing and miss. Garcia homered in the 4th. That started a long 4th inning for Bash. That's why he's out of the game now. Way outside, ball 1. That 4th inning for Bash looked like this: a home run, 4-3, a single. It was a single, then a stolen base, the 1-0 swing and miss, a single by Kindry that would score Makuzi, and then a single stolen base in a 6-3. The 1-1 upstairs, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and miss, 2-2. Looks like the Lehigh scoreboard is just slightly behind. The 2-2. In the dirt, 3-2. The Bisons will bring up Servin, Robertson, Eden. The 3-2. Swing and miss. 3 up, 3 down, all 2 to the K for Mike Myers. 2-2 at the end of 5. We go to the 6th. We'll be right back. Bisons baseball. Here we are in the top half of the 6th inning. It is a 2-2 game between the Bisons and the IronPigs. Relatively good game so far. In a good old-fashioned pitching duel here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Brent Servin up to the plate. As Gilbert will pitch a good side who got out of the bases loaded jam that Pinto got himself in the top half of the fifth. That one's way outside ball one. Serving 5-3 and a flyout. For the Bison's catcher, here comes the left-handed pitch. Swing and miss. 1-2. Top half of the sixth. 2-2 Bisons and IronPigs. Upstairs, 2-2. Spent the last 3 seasons with Arizona. That one from Servin swung on and miss. Strikeout number 1 for Gilbert, and 1 down here in the top of the sixth. Pitch that just ran inside. Servin swung on it, and that's how the first out commences. Will Robertson grounded short to first in time. It's actually the third base. Camera just not doing its job. It was a 5-3. Eden loops in one into center field, base hits. 1 on with 2 outs. And it will bring up Michael Taccone. First pitch swinging for Cam Eden. That's how he got on. And Michael Taccone. 0 for 2, 2 groundouts. Takes low. Ball 1. Bison's trying to grab the lead back. They had it first. Lehigh then took the 2-1 lead, and Bisons came right back and tied it up. Pickoff attempt with Cam Eden on. Bisons have a lot of speedy players in the lineup tonight, with Baroa, Lukes, and Cam Eden all really making the majority of the Bison's stolen bases so far. Another pickoff attempt, Cam Eden will go, and he will make it! Will he? No, he actually would tag him out. The pickoff works for Gilbert. That's how the third out of the inning will happen. It is 2-2 as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Bottom of the sixth inning, Bisons and Iron Pigs tied at 2 as Mike Myers will come out for a second inning of work. Bisons 251, Lehigh 250. As said, a very, very even game. Esteban Quizraz will come up to the plate. He'll take inside 1-0. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and groundout. Bison's in a bit of a slump, hitting wise, as that's strike one. Only had 5 hits, 1 run in the series finale against Syracuse after they had a 13 run game against Syracuse the night before. Very inconsistent as ball 2 on as the count's now 2-1 on Espacion. Just some nights they have it. Some nights they just need to work a little extra. That one's just fouled away 2-2. But nothing wrong with a good old-fashioned pitching duel tonight. Lots of strikeouts. The 2-2. In the dirt 3-2. Speaking of strikeouts, the Lehigh has struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times tonight. Just lots of swings and misses. Could just be the fact that both teams are also being aggressive inside ball 4. Espacion will take a walk, and now will bring Simone Muscati to the plate, who is 1 for 2 tonight, and he also has a stolen base to his name. Bisons have struck out 4 times tonight. 11 strikeouts in total between the two teams, as this one sky high to center. And it will just drop. No one could find it, not even the center fielder. And they will make the throw to second. They'll take the force at second on a fielder's choice, as Muscati will get on the fielder's choice. And Espacion out on a 4-6, or 6-4, sorry. So 1 down, 1 on. The ball just got caught up in the lights. No one could find it, and that's crazy. And here we go. This ball out to left. It's fair. It's gone. It is. It's a 2-run shot for Scott Kindry. And the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs have now taken a 4-2 lead. A ball that was just hammered inner middle part of the plate, and he takes it the distance 106 off the bat, 330, 360 in distance, as he takes the ball and smashes it. And the Iron Pigs have a 4-2 lead. Cal Stevenson's to the plate. Take strike 1. But it's turned into a pitching duel, so it's also turned into a home run feast. 0-2. Bisons have 2 home runs. Ball went too low in the dirt. It's 1-2. Bisons have 2 home runs. Lehigh Valley also has 2 home runs. The 1-2 foul. Bottom 6 4-2 Lehigh. First of a 6-game series, the 7th game of the 12-game road trip. Low 2-2 for the Bisons. Said right at the beginning, Bisons on a 12-game road trip, the longest for the Bisons this season. They have Worcester at home, fouled away. They would have Worcester at home, will go on the road again, and then they will start a homestand against Syracuse and Rochester. And that will lead them into the All-Star break, the 3-2. All-Star break, second week of July. Outside, 3-2. That's a walk for Cal Peterson. Sorry, Cal Stevenson. As the Lehigh Valley IronPigs win 1-2-3 in the fifth, and then bring up their fifth batter of the inning, with Nick Potko coming to the plate. That might do it. For Mike Myers, it will. The Bisons go back to the pen. When we come back, we'll give you the update. Call to the bullpen, as Connor Cook will come in for, and he will face Putlock, as he will take ball 1 outside. Connor Cook, 1-1 with a 6.0 ERA. The 1-0. 2-0. 18 innings pitched for Connor Cook. Two 0 to Podluck. Upstairs, 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. Inside strike one. Three one pitch coming from Cook. Upstairs, ball four. That means one with one out. Here in the bottom half of the fifth. Sorry, sixth. Here's the call to the bullpen for the Buffalo Bisons. Their second pitcher of the game, Connor Cook, takes over for Mike Myers. Myers took over for Bash. And those are the numbers for Connor Cook on the season. Brings up Jordan Lupo now. Bottom six, strike one. Myers went inning a third, one hit, two earned runs, three strikeouts, two walks. And he gave up that home run that gave the IronPigs the lead. Still a one on Jordan Lupo. Cook for the beginning portion of the season came into close games. Did an okay job at that. Here comes the 0-1. Takes inside for ball one. Lupo 0 for 2 today. Did reach with a stolen base. With a hit by a pitch. That's how he got on in the first inning. Lots of base traffic for the IronPigs today. That one's fouled away 1-2. One, two. Outside, did he go? He did. That would be the 8th strikeout for the IronPigs this evening. As there's two away here in the bottom of the 6th, and Marchand will come up, who struck out his last plate appearance, which was in the 5th inning, just an inning ago. He was the first strikeout victim for Mike Myers in the 5th inning, where Myers worked a 1-2-3-5, all to strikeouts, two of them swinging. Pitch from Cook. Fly out to left. Robertson there, and that's how the inning will conclude. But it came at the bearing of a 2-run home run from Scott Kindry to put the IronPigs up 2 as we head to the 7th. You're watching Bisons Baseball on Buffalo Live Sports. Swing and miss as we back. Call to the bullpen for the Lehigh Valley IronPigs. Nick Nelson airs his numbers. We'll get back to that in a second. Upstairs 2-0. 2-1. Brings up Michael Taccone here in the 7th. Eden was caught stealing. Takes low 3-1. Was caught stealing on a pickoff attempt. And what was a close play at second makes it an out. It's 3-1 to Taccone. Baroa waiting on deck. Fouled away 3-2 full count. Baroa got the tying home run in the 5th. He waits on deck as Nelson will get ready for a 3-2 pitch to Taccone. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Taccone down on strikes. A 6-pitch strikeout to Taccone. And Taccone is now low for 3 in the game. And now brings up Stuart Baroa, who's 1 for 3. The tying home run in the 5th. Can he get the Bisons within 1? But he'll take inside strike 1. The Bisons have the order they want here in the 7th to try to get a 7th inning rally. Baroa will line one into center field. Base hits. 1 on, 1 out. Spencer Horwitz will come up to the plate with 1 on. Horwitz walked in the 5th, got the 3rd, didn't come home. With 1 swing in the bat, you know that Spencer Horwitz can do lots of damage, as he did last series in Syracuse. Can he come up clutch for the Bisons here in the 7th? We'll find out. He will take low for strike 1. Low left portion of the zone on Horwitz. Nelson, a high ERA of 9. The 0-1. Inside 1-1. Take a look at the numbers in more of a deep dive, closer look at the numbers in a second for Nelson. If we get the chance, pickoff attempt at first. Baroa gets back safely. They know Baroa has the wheels at first. 25 stolen bases on the season. He can get himself in scoring position if he could steal second for his 26th stolen base of the season, but we'll have to wait and see for that. Horwitz will take inside ball 2. The count's now 2-1. Nelson, 28 years of age. 4th round pick back of the New York Yankees in 2016. Born in Panama City, Florida. Was recently in the MLB in the early portions of April. Baroa was still second as Garcia dropped the ball, so he couldn't throw to second, and Baroa has his 26th stolen base of the season, and the Bisons have a runner in scoring position in the top of the 5th with 1 out on a 2-2 count to Horwitz. The 2-2 fouled away. There's 1 out here in the 7th. The 30-27 Bisons trying to get to 31-27 on the season and trying to finish the first half on a good note. Doesn't seem like they're going to be the best record in National League, but we'll find out shortly after. Horwitz will fly to fly to fly to left, 2 down. Brings up Nathan Lucas, who got the Bisons on the board early in the top of the first with his 6th home run of the season. After that, he would walk in the 5th. I believe he is 1 for 3 on the evening. He is actually 2 for 2. A home run, single, and a walk. He also scored a run. That was on the home run. Luke's having a productive day. You foul a ball foul. If Lucas gets on base, the power hitting Aurelius Martinez will bat for the Bisons. The 0-1 from Nelson. Way high. 1-1. That got over the catcher Garcia because that was that high. Baroa probably could have got to third with his speed. The 1-1. Baroa waits at second. Swing and miss. 1-2. The 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2. At this rate, if you're the IronPigs, get one out of Nelson and go through the bullpen at the top of the 8th. See if that guy can give you 2 innings to close out the ball game. Upstairs, 3-2 counts full. So Burrow would definitely be going here on a 3-2 count with 2 outs here in the 7th. Nelson's going to be throwing his 20th pitch of the inning. He came in here at the top here. The 3-2. Outside, ball 4. It's a 7-pitch walk for Nathan Lucas. And it'll put the runners at first and second. Baroa did not go. Thought he could have, but he didn't. Mound visits from Garcia to Nelson. As Aurelius Martinez is the go-ahead run for the Bisons. If he can get one over the wall, the Bisons will lead. That was the second mound visit for the IronPigs. Martinez does have that pop in him. 13 home runs for him this season. The question is, can he get his fielding rights that could possibly give him his MLB call-up? That could be in the later in the season for the Bisons. Nelson will pitch inside 1-0. 2 men on, 2 out, 1-0 count. Martinez is the go-ahead run. This ball's fouled away. Top 7. The pitch to Martinez. Low, 2-1. Barger's on deck. The 2-1. This one's fouled away 2-2. My best guess is that the Bisons will probably go to the bullpen in the bottom half of the 7th. But obviously they could stick with it with Connor Cook. We'll just have to wait and see. The 2-2. Time called. We'll wait. The 2-2 again. Low, outside, 3-2. 2 runners on. 2 out. It's a 3-2 count. A walk will load the bases and will bring up Barger. What can Martinez do on a 3-2 count? We'll find out. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He swung on a pitch that was outside and low. Nelson will get out of the jam and will head to the bottom of the 7th inning with the Iron Pigs leading 4-2. Bisons baseball on Buffalo Lines Sports. Here we are in the bottom of the 7th. Hope you got up and stretched. I didn't, but that's okay. The Bisons will still have Connor Cook on the mound. So he will face Hall, Garcia, and Curzo here in the bottom half of the 1st. Sorry, 7th. I don't know why I keep saying 1st the entire game. That one's popped up sky high behind the plates. Servant will make the catch. 1 out on the first pitch. How easy can that be? A pop out behind home plate. Servant will make made the catch, and just easy peasy pitching for Connor Cook. As you know, a clean inning here will get the Bisons back to the plate with Barger, Servant, and Robertson, as the Bisons will try to get back into this ball game here in the bottom of the 7th. That ball's outside and will hit the zone for strike 1. 4-2 Iron Pigs here in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out. The 0-1 from Cook. Fouled back. Glad there's the netting behind home plate with people sitting behind home plates. Man, that would have been straight out of guy. Garcia has a home run and 2 strikeouts. The 0-2. Takes inside, strike 3 called. 2 down for the Iron Pigs, and that's the 9th strikeout for the Iron Pigs in this ball game. Just continuing to strike people out are the Bison's pitchers, but they gave up those two costly home runs that has the Iron Pigs leading to this point. And if they didn't give up those two home runs, we're talking a really good pitching performance by the Bison's pitchers. As that one's inside strike two. Sorry, strike one. The Estebastian. The one. Foul. Gorzo. Walk. Ground out. Strikeout. He's 1 for 2. He's 0 for 2. This is his fourth plate appearance. The 0-2 coming from Cook in just a second. Here it comes. Outside. 1-2. Good ball game so far. I mean, even though the Bisons are trailing, just good pitching, good fielding in this game. Both teams have a sizable amount of speed. Hasn't really it's shown at portion parts of this game. Definitely will be a factor possibly the in the eighth and ninth as outside 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. This one out to center field. If this is down for a base hit, round second, round first to as round first Sebastian goes. It is a 2-out double for Espesan Curzo. And now it was a two out double, and now brings out Musicati to see if he could extend the Iron Pigs lead to 3 in the first game of 6 between these guys. Here comes the pitch. This one, foul. Connors Cook, ready and dealing. Swing this one out to center. 3 players around it. Sparger will make the catch. This time, someone makes the catch because they had that same exact situation earlier in the ball game, and it just bounced into center field. That's 7 innings complete. 4-2 Iron Pigs. We go to the final 2 innings. What can happen? Only time can tell. Lehigh Valley goes back to the bullpen. We'll show you his statistics in a second. As I get him pulled up here. Junior Marte is the new pitcher for the Lehigh Valley IronPigs in his fourth game, as he's relatively new for the IronPigs right now. He was called up on May 25th from a rehab assignment. It was actually sent. He was sent. Philly sent him down, and here we go. And Barger sends one deep, and that one's gone. Addison Barger puts the Bisons within one with a solo shot on the first pitch he sees. Holy cow, that was a long shot over the right field wall. And Addison Barger, 105 off the bats, traveling 407 feet. And the Bisons are now within one. That one grounded foul. Junior Marte. On May 25th, Philly sent Marte on a rehab assignment to the IronPigs. He was on the 15-day IL with right shoulder inflammation. And we're going to have a... Do we have a pinch hitter? We don't. It's going to be Servant. 29. Yep, Brian Servant. He must have went back and grabbed some pine tar as I was giving you the rundown on Marte. 0 for 3, strikeout, fly out, ground out for Servant. Strike 2. 0 and 2. Good pace to this ball game. We came in at the top of the hour. 2 hours. We're roughly about 2.5 hours into this game. Good pace, 4-3. All the way 0-2 it stays. Brian Servant at the dish takes ball 1. Nothing like a good baseball game on a Tuesday night. IronPigs and Bisons 4-3. IronPigs lead. The 1-2 from Marte. He will get Brian Servant swinging, and that would be his second strikeout of the evening for Servant, as one down here in the 8th. Bison's doing some pretty good. Doing pretty good right now. They're down by 1. There's one out here in the 8th. Robinsons will take strike 1. There's 5 outs remaining for the Bisons. If nothing else too crazy happens, they're going to have, as Robertson will fly one out to center, and Stevenson will make the catch. If Eden gets out on this next, then on his plate appearance, it will be 9-1-2 for the Bisons to lead off in the 9th. He will foul that one away on 1. Cam Eden's 1 for 3 today with that single in the 6th. Eden singles one fair to left field, and now the Bisons have one on with 2 out, and Michael Taccone will come to the plate. Back-to-back singles for Cam Eden. Singles that one to right, and I'll bring up Michael Taccone. Way inside for ball one. At one strike, 1-1. Pickoff attempt with Eden. He will get back safely. Marte ready, sets and deals. Low. Eden, the second, he will be out. His second caught stealing of the game. And that means Michael Taccone will lead off in the top half of the ninth. It will be 9-1 and 2 for the Bisons to close off in the top of the ninth as they trail currently right now 4-3. Let's go to the bottom of the eighth. We'll be right back. Eric Swanson for the Buffalo Bisons here in the bottom of the eighth inning as another call to the bullpen. We'll get his numbers up shortly for Eric Swanson. Will be pitching in his fourth game for the Buffalo Bisons. Eric Swanson, 30 years of age, was optioned to Buffalo during the Rochester series, and this one's hit. The first pitch is gone. A solo home run for Scott Kindry, his second of the game, and the Iron Pigs have their 2-run lead secured again. His third RBI of the season, of the game, a 2-run home run in the sixth to put the Iron Pigs up 4-2, and Kindry will have a home run here in the first pitch he sees, just like Barger for the Bisons in the top half of the inning. Cal Stevenson's up to the plates. Takes high, ball one. Watson was placed on the injured list, 15-day injured list, on the 16th of April, but this one's first bunted foul, 1-1, 2-1 now. As he was in Toronto after that span, and he was optioned on the 28th of May to the Bisons. Just for back here, it is 5-2. That's balls outside 3-1. The IronPigs now. There, it's 5-3. My bad. The 2-run lead secured. Strike two, full count. Give you Eric Swanson's numbers in a half second. The 3-2. That one's through for base hits. In the corner, that means he will go around first. He will head to second, around second, and Stevenson will make it a triple. Cal Stevenson fouls up the Kindry home run with a triple, and that will bring Putko to the plate with a runner 90 feet from home, and they can try. The IronPigs could possibly extend their lead to 3. Make it harder on the Bisons. Here are Eric Swanson's numbers for you. 3 games, 0-1, 4 ERA, and 4 in the third innings pitched. 1-2. Strike 1 is Podkol on the day. The 0-1 from Swanson. Upstairs 1-1. 3 home runs given up each. And that's how both teams have gotten the runs today via the home run. Both teams struck out a bunch too. 1-2. There's been 17 combined strikeouts in this game. Swing and miss. Foul tipped in the glove. And that was the 17th combined. Game day just slightly ahead of this stream. But it's okay. So 1 down with Stevenson at third. Lupo could be the one who drives him in. Lupo's 0 for 3 and hit by a pitch. Ball sails high. Ball 1. Lupo. Here it comes. 2-0. Mentioned earlier, Lupo, a long-time MLBer before now being a minor league guy for the Philadelphia Phillies. Upstairs stays 2-0. Sorry, 3-0 now. Swanson struggling. He will give a 4-pitch walk to Lupo. Runner is now at the corner, and it will bring off Rafael Marchand, who's 1 for 3. Sorry, 1 for 4. Base hit in the third. If you're Swanson, you're trying to find your best double play pitch right here Keep the Bisons within 2. Strike. 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 in the dirt. Everyone will stay. Servant kept it. Good block by him. And the counts 1-1. There will be no post game tonight, as for the viewers to know. The 1-1. Low 1-1. And the runner will go from first to second on a low pitch as Lupo will make it to second on a stolen base. That will be his 8th stolen base of the season, and now the IronPigs have 2 in scoring position and a 2-1 count. The 2-1, it's 3-1. There is a base open. Double plays out of question. Gotta find your best strikeout pitch right here. Still has some work to do in the 3-1. Fouled away 3-2. Count full with 2 runners on. Second and third. Here comes the 3-2. Fouled away. We'll do the 3-2 again. 5-3 IronPigs. Bottom of the 8th. 1 out. Here comes the 3-2. Low inside ball 4. Marchand will walk and will bring up Derek Hall. Bases are now loaded. With only 1 out here in the 8th. Derek Hall 0-for-4. He reached on an error back in the 1st. Mound visit for the Bisons. Orioles have a 10-1 lead over the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs and Davis Schneider at the plate for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays dropped game 1 of 4 against the Orioles. And took 2 of 3 against the Pirates. They'll head on the road to the Athletics after the 4-game series against the O's, but here comes the pitch to Derek Hall, strike 1. For the Bisons now, it's trying to get out of this inning without not allowing another Lehigh run. Strike 2, 0-2. It's Derek Hall. Your Eric Swanson strikeout would be nice. If you can get a double play ball too, that would also be cool. Would be great because they'll get out of the inning, but then I'll have to face another batter. Ball 1 high. No 1-2. It will stay upstairs for the 2-2. The 2-2. That one's high in the air. Center field. Barger will make the catch. Throw over the home. Not in time. Yes, got him. The Bisons will get a pop-out double play. How about that to end the eighth? The Bisons will bring up 9-1-2 in the ninth. Can they do something? They're down 2. Max Lazard will pitch for the Iron Pigs in the top of the ninth. Top 9 here for the Bisons 9-1-2 as they trail only by 2 thanks to that pop out double play at the plates. For Max Lazar, 2 saves on the year, 1-1 with a 1 ERA, 9 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts to 2 walks. 9-1-2 for the Bisons. Michael Taccone, Stuart Baroa, Spencer Horwitz. If you're the Bisons, this is the perfect time to get something going and try to tie or possibly lead this game heading into the bottom of the ninth and close out this game with a win. We'll have to wait and see as Taccone will take ball 1. Swing and miss, 1-1. The 1-1 to Taccone takes middle in, strike 1. Sorry, strike 2. Bisons and Lehigh will face tomorrow as well. Swing and miss, strike out. 1 down and brings up Stuart Baroa. Baroa looks at the pitch, takes strike 1. The 0-1 coming. That one will be grounded to short. Overthrow of the first and just got Baroa 2 down for the Bisons in the ninth. Very nice throw, 1 hop. He takes 1 jump in the air and just takes it over. That's a somewhat difficult play for the shortstop. And Spencer Horwitz will be the last opportunity for the Bisons. Lehigh Valley and a Buffalo Bisons face off tomorrow, 6:45 at the same time. Strike 1, 1-1, as Bisons doesn't have a probable yet tomorrow, but the left but Mercado will start for the Iron Pigs tomorrow as swing, and that one's fouled away. 1-2. Bison's down to their final strike. Time called by Horowitz. Here comes the 1-2. Upstairs, did he go? He did, and that's the game. The Iron Pigs will close out a win of a final score 5-3, as Lehigh Valley has taken game 1 of the 6-game series, has taken the final game of the first game of a 6-game series in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Again, the Bisons and Iron Pigs play tomorrow, 6:45 at Coca-Cola Park, as Mercado will start for the Iron Pigs. Buffalo still to be determined. Well, thanks for everyone who was watching here. This was a presentation of Buffalo Bisons baseball on the Buffalo Live Network. We'll see you next time.